Hello, welcome to the IT Academy. Please subscribe to this channel for more IT tutorial videos. In this video, we're going to talk about using data validation in Microsoft Excel. Data validation as a concept means protecting the accuracy and integrity of the information you have on your computer. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to use tools in Microsoft Excel to prevent wrong or invalid data from being entered. This will make you more efficient as you will not have to spend precious time correcting mistakes after wrong entries. It's also a part of the quality control measures that you can apply to your information system. So let's jump right into it. I have this file here open and it's a list of employees. We have the typical information here, name, employee number, and everything. So first of all, to apply data validation, you have to set the rules, because data validation means preventing wrong data from being entered. So we're going to set the rules for a particular column. This is the age column. Okay, to prevent you from entering wrong age, because when typing, this is working people, you could make a mistake and type 10 as the age of a worker or employee. You could also make a mistake and type 200. So our measures will prevent this from happening. So the first thing we have to do is highlight the range that we want to apply data validation on. So I've highlighted the age column. Okay, then I go to data validation. The tab is right here. I click on data validation and then go ahead to select data validation here. So when I click data validation, I select data validation one more time. So I click on it and then it has this dialog box. This is where I'm going to set the rules. So at the moment, where I have selected, the range I've selected will allow any value to be input. You can see it here, any value. So now we want to place restrictions. So I click on value button and then I select whole numbers. This is age, so we don't have to have decimals because we don't want somebody typing in decimal numbers. So we will want only whole numbers. So enter or accept only whole numbers. And then once you select whole numbers, Excel will ask you the range. So I'm just going to put a range. You see there are different parameters here. You can say not between and then you put the range there. You can put greater than 18. You can put less than. But I'm going to put age between. So I'm going to put between 18 and 75. Okay, the most typical working age. I've even extended it a little bit. So between 18 and 75, it should accept these numbers. Okay, so let's click OK. And then I type in 18. It accepts it easily. When I type 17, it gives me an error message. This value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. So you see that it works fine. But the message or the error message is a bit generic. You can customize this message to suit your own needs, make it a little bit more user-friendly. So I'm going to go to the same place again, data validation and data validation. So whole number between 18 and 75. And you can see the error alert. In case somebody types a number that is outside of this range, what should happen? There should be an error message. Let me type the customized error message. The number you typed is not within the age range acceptable. Acceptable. Please try again. Okay, so you can see Okay, let me type a wrong number, 17, and that is what it gives me. The number you type is not, so you have a customized, more friendly error message that comes to you. Okay, and the error messages that you put here, you see there are different types of error messages. Let's go back there again. You can see this is a stop error message. It's going to stop you from entering, and this is a warning. It will accept whatever you type in, but it will just warn you that you've just entered a wrong data. But I think it's not that useful, so usually I prefer to put the stop error so that it doesn't allow you to put in anything that is outside of the range. Okay, so that is one way to restrict data, so that you do not have people entering wrong data. Okay, then we have a different situation, a scenario whereby you have a column that has predictable values. Predictable values would be for, say, region. You see, the company is based in several regions. We already know that this is going to come from one of a certain number of regions. Let's say the company is based in these regions: the western region, the southern, eastern, and northern. Okay, so these are predictable. These are the only values that will be accepted here. So if it is a predictable value, there's no need making somebody type it in. Okay, so we're going to have a list. In that case, we are going to put this list here. I'm going to put the list on a different worksheet because it doesn't really look nice on the same worksheet. So I'm going to create a different worksheet, and then I will paste the list of regions here. Now let's go back to where we were. So these are the regions. I highlight the range, and then I go to data validation and settings. Now I'm going to also apply a new set of rules for this particular column. It should not accept anything outside of those regions. Okay, and I'm not going to allow the person entering it or even myself to type it in manually. There's going to be a list to select from. So we come here. At the moment it will accept any value, so I change that to a list. Okay, then Excel is asking me, what is the source of this your list? Where is it located? So I come here and I click on this button. So where is the list located? I click on the new sheet, and then I highlight the lists, and then I click OK. So that is what happens. So from then onwards, I won't just type the values manually. I will click on this button here, and the list is here. We have a drop down list. I come this way. I come this way. Okay. You see, because this input is predictable, the values that will be put in this column are totally predictable, so we can list. Now what this does for you is it prevents error in your entries, no spelling errors. Okay, and it also saves you time. Instead of typing, you just click twice and you have your value inside. So that is what we do. We apply a drop down list. And then also we have a salary column here. Supposing you have salaries here, and you also don't want wrong entries in here. So we have a range of salaries. Okay, because if the average salary is 10,000, you don't want somebody entering by mistake, say 10 million. So at least to some extent it's going to protect your data from a lack of integrity. So let's see what we can do here. I highlight this range, and then I go to data validation and data validation. So value, at the moment it accepts any value. So I'm going to select decimal. You know, on the age column we use whole numbers because age will normally need whole numbers, but with salaries there's going to be decimal values, so we select decimal. Okay, once you select decimal, Excel is also going to ask you the range, and like I said before, there are different parameters here. You can select not between, or less than, or greater than, or you can also select between. You say between, I want the data to be between 10,000, maybe that's the lowest salary, and the highest salary will be, let's say, 100,000. So that is that, and that is the only thing it's going to accept. And I'm also going to put in an error alert. If somebody puts in any figure outside of this range, I'll have to type the error message here. Let's customize the error message. The number you entered is not valid. Please check again. Okay, so that is that. You click OK, and then you can now enter your numbers. If I type 40, it's going to give me an error message. Retry. So I type 11. Okay. Retry. 11,000. The number is not valid. Okay. 11,000. Let's go back and check the range. Okay. Data validation. Let's see settings. 10,000. Okay. You know the mistake I made? I made the maximum 10,000. So let's make it 100,000. 100,000. And okay. So if I type in 11,000, it accepts it. 9,000, no acceptance. If I type 100,000, it's okay. 101,000, it's not okay. There's an error. So these restrictions are even very okay, because sometimes somebody may even type letters in these places. Okay, so it's really very helpful to help keep the integrity, the accuracy of your information. Now let's look at one other restriction that you can put in place here. Let's say you have a remarks column and you don't want people to type in remarks that are too long. You can restrict the remarks, the length of the remarks. Remarks is always text, not numbers, but you can also restrict text. So let's see what happens here. I highlight the entire remarks column, and then I go to data validation, and these are the settings. Let's see what it does. It allows any value at the moment. So let's see. Here I will select text length. Okay, so the length of the text that it should accept should be a minimum of 4 letters and a maximum of 15. Okay, so let's put in our good old error message here. Sorry, remarks too long. Please shorten it. Thank you. Okay, I put my little exclamation marks here. Okay, so let's type remarks. If I type good, if I type okay, you see it's too long. It's too long. It's too short, I should say. Yeah, okay, it's too short. And let's say it was quite good except the duration. It's too long. Okay, so you see that I have a policy that restricts remarks that are too long and those that are too short. So I'm going to adjust the remarks, not to say it is too long, but I'll simply say please adjust the remarks length. Thank you. Okay, so that is that. So now we were able to restrict this column and this column. For the age, we were able to prevent wrong entries of age either below or above. And then when it comes to columns that have predictable values, we use a drop-down list. We can also apply text length, restrict text length, so that we're able to control the length of text that either you yourself or somebody else will type in. Okay, so this is one way to apply data validation to your edit. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please like it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you and see you again. Bye for now.